Look at yourselves. Unplug from your chairs, get up and look in a mirror. What you see is how God made you. We're not meant to experience the world through a machine.
Robotic surrogates combine the durability of machines with the grace and beauty of the human form to make your life safer and better, whether your budget allows for simplified generic or a full.
Get ready to live your life without any risk or danger. You can live your life without limitations and become anyone you want to be from the comfort and safety of your own home.
BSI, where it all began. Do what you want. Be what you want.
Leave your home without risk of disease or injury. To have perfect looks without trips to the gym or plastic surgery.
There is no question that at some point they will be persons like anyone else. They will not be human, but that they will be part of our community, there's no question in my mind.
Over 98% of the world population uses a surrogate in all facets of their daily life.
Right now, we are witnessing an event that is of an evolutionary significance.
Those machines walking around out there, they're alive. You have been sold a lie.
You can live your life without limitations and become anyone you want to.
Do what you want. Be what you want.
Who are they? That is the easiest question you will ever be asked. It is the white world order. It is a Europe which used to be Christian and was then mysteriously transformed into an essentially godless people.
Partnership and cooperation among nations is not a choice. It is the only way, the one way, to protect our common security and advance our common humanity.
When they colonize a part of the world, they do not leave, they do not decolonize until and unless they have put in place institutions which will ensure that that society will continue to be ruled by them by proxy, and in the process they seek to transform the rest of mankind into carbon copies of themselves. This never happened before in history. If I do not seek to understand what's happening here, then I've got peanuts in my head. When will I wake up?
happened to the American dream. What happened to the American dream? It came true. You're looking at it.
What I'm talking about. The Matrix. Do you want to know what it is? The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
This is the world that you know. The world as it was at the end of the 20th century. It exists now only as part of a neural interactive simulation that we call the Matrix. You've been living in a dream world, Neo. This is the world as it exists today.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
We cannot sustain. Oops. Was that my, Oh, goodness. That's all right. All of you know who I am. But I'm sure there's somebody back there that's really nervous right now. Contrary to the rumors that you've heard, I was not born in a manger.
It is my great personal honor to present the 44th President of these United States, Barack Obama.
I was actually born on Krypton and sent here to save the planet Earth.
You know, I know this steak doesn't exist. I know that when I put it in my mouth, the Matrix is telling my brain that it is juicy and delicious. After 9 years, you know what I realize? Ignorance is bliss.
يديركم دي كل سنة أشيزيب لكم أفدر شاكر أن بين أنتم ديشيزيب لكم رتسكا برابا أو يشوى كري مشيخة هلا مشيخة هلا مي وخلل إيشالكم تنينوت ما من فين أشيزيب لكم شيزيب برابا.
So brothers and sisters, tonight being the last night, I would like to tie this message, hopefully with a realization that we as Muslims have to be strong. Now many times we depend on our leaders to guide us, and that's natural. But I advise us all, don't be totally dependent on that. That's a mistake. Be dependent on Allah and His Messenger. As we know, even taqleed, when we do taqleed of a marja, I see in our community some of us, we do blind imitation. What did the marja say? Halal? Okay, it's halal. He said haram? Okay, haram. There's a fatwa? Okay. I whip out a piece of paper. Haram. Okay, haram. Halal? Okay, halal. I said, okay, this is great. MashaAllah, you're so submissive. But how do you know this is real? You told me. Ayatullah Fulan bin Fulan, Damadillu, Marja, his grandfather is this. MashaAllah, follow him. How do you know? Even the Prophet's family, we had bad people. How do you know? Did you take the time? Brother, I have no time, I'm so busy. I said, that's the problem. Blind imitation is not in Islam. Even Allah says, أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنِ? Don't you ponder on the Quran? What, do you have a lock in your hearts? What's your problem? أَفَلَا يَعْقِلُونَ? Don't you think? Don't you know? What's wrong with you? Allah says to us all the time. Think. The creation of the universe are signs for people deeply rooted in knowledge. Allah wants us all to be rooted in knowledge. Even a little. Try it. It grows. Many of us think, no, me, I just don't have a brain. Don't ever say that. Every individual is intelligent, capable. Trust me. I don't care even if you are the most lost in society, you have a beautiful brain. You have a beautiful heart. It's just corroded for the moment. Bring it under the sun, clean it, refresh it, submit, and it starts to glow, and you wonder where we were and where we are and where we can be. So please don't underestimate. Let us think. Blind following is not good. Let us question. What I'm trying to say is, I see a lot of apathy in our societies. Apathy. We are half-hearted. Islam is sort of like we are holding on a little bit, touching it, and saying, you know why I'm touching it? So that on Judgment Day, when the Day of Judgment comes, I have an excuse that, God, I touched your religion. I was there. I was feeling it. I didn't bite it, but I couldn't. I was too busy. That's the problem. Allah says the believer, the one who's deeply rooted in knowledge, الَّذِينَ يَذْكُرُونَ اللَّهَ قِيَامًا وَقُعُودًا وَعَلَى جُنُوبِهِمْ. They are the ones who are thinking, while standing, sitting, and laying on their sides. They are thinking. وَيَتَفَكَّرُونَ فِي خَلْقِ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. They recognize Allah.